Alrighty. Incoming love message. And to be honest, I don't really know where this is going to go, but this came through to me this morning and honestly, like it made me laugh. It made me laugh because it actually connects to the unicorn message that I made just a few days ago, which by the way, so many of you guys resonated with that and like it's like, "Oh my god, there's more unicorns. They exist. They exist. They're around." I'm really happy that yeah, it resonated with you guys. So thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, thank you for liking. Honestly, like you made my day with that. You know? Thank you. Um alrighty. Yeah, so this okay, so this feels like essentially essentially I'm going to describe the type of people that you've always attracted and ended up with in terms of like romantically, okay? And like I said, I'm not really sure where this is going to take me, but like part of this message came through and I like again, it's going to be funny. So like I'm going to describe it in a certain way, so please don't get offended. It's not meant to be that way. It's just meant to be cute and funny. Um because again, this is just how it came through and it made me laugh because to be honest, like I resonate with this. um so yeah, this is connected to that unicorn message. So if you've resonated with that, I really believe that this is for you as well. Which maybe this is why it's coming through because like I said, I was just so shocked with how many of you resonated with that message and maybe this is like a continuation of that. So because you're like this again, like this rare force of nature, this beautiful, magical, unique, rare unicorn that, like I said, a lot of people misjudge and they don't really understand how to describe you, right? They don't really have the words for it because they've never really experienced someone like you before. So it's like whenever it comes to you, like let's just say because I know that you guys probably have like quote unquote normal friends and not to say that normal is bad or anything, but like I'm just trying to like show that it's like just a different group of people, right? Because obviously like you've had some people around you even if they don't fully get you and blah blah blah, right? There like I said, there's those rare few that do get curious about you. They come in closer and they stay, right? They're like, okay, I guess it's a unicorn. They might still not really fully understand you, but they're like, I don't know, there's something about this person that I kind of like, right? Um and um okay, one second cuz I kind of lost it, but yeah, so it's like you have people around you that have obviously accepted you and like they can't really put a label, they can't really describe you, right, for who you are. Um yeah, I'm even just right now it's kind of taking me to like how your friends might describe you to other friends. I guess this is important. I don't know, it's coming through. And you might not even know this, but it's like your friends telling these other friends that these friends don't know you, right? Like the friends of friends, they don't know you, but it's like those friends, whenever your name comes up or they're like talking about you, they're like, Yeah, I have this one friend and like I can't put words to it. I can't like I don't this person is so cool and so unique and like they really don't know how to describe you and they're like but their love life sucks. their, their love life is like a big ass question mark. And they're like we just don't get it because this person is so okay, interesting. Okay, so these are friends that uh-huh, they see your magic. They see it, even though they might not fully understand it, they see it because that is that like bit of recognition within themselves, right? That they haven't claimed, right? Which is why they can't really put it into words, but they know it exists within them, right? Um and so yeah, they do see you for who you are, even if they don't fully resonate with it, right? They're not there yet, which maybe they'll eventually get there, right? Which is why they're probably in your life. But yeah, I kind of see them being like, yeah, they're like this awesome, unique person. Never like you would never really meet a person like this. Um but their love life sucks. And they're like, we just don't get it. We don't get it because this person is so cool and so unique and has so much to offer. But like, yeah, for whatever reason in love, they just like right? And so basically the image that I was getting. So this might like really resonate with you in terms of like your past relationships, right? Maybe we'll get into the reasoning behind this, but I'm sure a lot of you know. Um so it feels like the type of people that you always ended up with because you were this like this unicorn, this like rare force of nature that many people just like they're like, what is this creature? I don't understand this creature. And many that don't, they just like back away and they're like, I'm not even gonna deal with that because I don't know what that is, right? Um, but the few relationships that you did have, it's like I don't even know how to put this into words, but it's basically like like what I'm seeing is like a gremlin. A gremlin coming up. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I'm just realizing that's the shadow and light. Okay, this is why I'm saying like please like this is not meant to be like offensive at all. This is just like really trying to describe the situation and I honestly think it's cute the way that this is coming out and how it's coming through me. So, you know, like take this as a cute fairy tale story that could apply to you. Um yeah, what I'm seeing, so like back to the unicorn, right, which is you out in this field and you have this beautiful light around you and like this unconditional heart around you and you like you just you love. When you love deep. It's a rare love. Oh, ho, 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 which not many people have experienced actually. Yeah, haven't experienced, but let's just go back to the story. So again, I have explained that because your light is so bright and you attract a lot of things to you. Like obviously you'll attract the good and the bad, the light and the dark, right? Um and I feel like you have ended up with a lot of like gremlins. And again, this is not meant to be offensive, so please don't take it that way. It's just very peculiar people, right? People who it's funny because the similarity between you two, right? It's like this gremlin is also on this solo journey. Doesn't really fit. Oh my god, this is such an interesting like again guys, it's crazy how this has come through me because Oh, the unicorn and the gremlin have something in common with walking a very lonely path of being of wow guys, of walking the path of being misunderstood, mislabeled, misjudged, not really understanding the hmm, pain that both of you have been through. It's just the unicorn has actually alchemized that pain and turned it into magic, versus the gremlin who just is lost and doesn't realize that it can turn that shadow into light. And so, yeah, like what I'm saying. So, what I see, it's like this unicorn grazing and, being basking in its own light. And the gremlin just kind of walking around in the forest, all grumpy and, just like not really that happy. And it sees the unicorn. And so the thing that you guys recognized in each other is like that you could say outcasted. You're different, right? There's something different about you, right? Even though both of you are opposites, there's also like a huge similarity, right, between you two. So those are the people that you usually have attracted into love. And yeah, the gremlin sees the unicorns like, yeah, okay, here's another, being that is different, also like hermit journey, yada yada, right? Misunderstood. So there's that recognition between you two. So the gremlin almost has no problem with like walking up to the unicorn, and the unicorn has no problem seeing through the gremlin, because you see the light in everybody, because of your all encompassing, beautiful, unconditional heart. You see the light in everybody. So, yeah, you see the gremlin being all grouchy and everything, but when you look into the eyes of the gremlin, you're like, God, you're beautiful. You have such beautiful light within you. And because you have reclaimed that light within yourself, you can see it in other people, right? And even in this gremlin, even if the gremlin doesn't see it within themselves. And so oftentimes you have entered a relationship with this gremlin and this, gremlin and unicorn relationship, which again, there's differences, but there's also similarities that have brought you two together, right? And like I said, it's a lot of it, it's like you've been outcasted, mislabeled. Not many people have understood you. Obviously, a lot of people like don't resonate with the gremlin as well, unless it's another like gremlin like being, or people that are close to that energy and frequency, right? Um, and both of you have held, or well, held and maybe like gone through painful experiences. It just, both of you, well, the unicorn has actually alchemized it, the gremlin hasn't, because it's not even like aware that it can do that, or that it's afraid to do that. But again, what attracts both of you, it's like the gremlin is attracted to unicorn because of the light it carries, obviously, right? And it's supposed to be a reminder to the gremlin that it can like find that light within. And you see the gremlin for its beauty, like, because you once were the gremlin yourself. It just, you never chose to go that path. You chose that path of alchemy, of light, of reclaiming and reclaiming yourself and unlayering all the masks within you. And so like what I was seeing, so yeah, basically I was seeing like this gremlin and this unicorn, like, they develop a relationship. And it's like your friends, because whenever like, the unicorn would be like, hey, like look, I've met somebody, and like look, I'm with this person, and your friends see the gremlin, they're like, what the heck? And they're like, I don't understand, they never have any luck in love, but somehow they always end up with like person where they're like, where the heck did you find this person? Where did you find like unicorn? Where did you find this gremlin? Why is it with you? Do you not see the beauty, the light, the magic in you? Like you need to find another like unicorn or Pegasus or whatever, right? And you'd be like, no, but like this gremlin, it's so beautiful. Like I see the light in this gremlin. It's actually a very beautiful thing. And here you are with your unconditional heart trying to remind the gremlin of its true nature, right? And and yeah, your friends just like never really understood it, right? Your friends were always like, where on earth did you find this person? Like, how? How? You know, because they see your friends see that like magical, beautiful side of you, or they're like, geez, this person's rare as hell and they belong with another rare person, right? But, yeah, it's just like you have such a heart of gold. And like I said, this like, unconditional love where it's like because you're such a bright light, it's like you know in your soul's essence that you are meant to shine light on all the dark, on every soul that has forgotten its way, for every soul who is trapped in its own darkness. Like that is literally part of your mission. And like I said before, in whatever way, shape, or form you are doing that, even by just your energy, but also by whatever medicine that you're giving out, whether that's, like I said, writing, painting, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever that medicine is, right? You try and do that. Um, and I feel like you've dated a lot of these gremlins that you were really pouring into. And again, because you do have an infinite amount of this light, it's like it wasn't a problem, but at some point, when there's an imbalance in that relationship, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because if that person who's like the gremlin can't activate or doesn't want to activate that light within them, it can never work. It can never actually, turn into something beautiful because they're resisting their own light within them. And so you've probably had, like I said, a lot of hard, difficult relationships because it's like it's not your fault that like these people were attracted to you and these people were brave enough to come in with you, because like I said, the similarity between you two were that both of you were outcasted and no one really understood you for who you truly were, right? So that's when you saw that mirror effect within you both and you're like, okay, I get you, and let's do the dance, right? But you are in this place now of like, even though you can love so deeply, so fully, and interesting, so fully, like fully, but soulfully. Ha! I just realized, wow, guys, that makes sense. So fully, like so fully, Fully, is literally with your entire soul, soulfully. That's so cool. Wow, okay. um, it's like you're just understanding that you can't give that away if someone's not willing to meet you there. Because like I said, you see everybody's light. You see all the beauty in everybody. Like that's what makes you so beautiful and so rare, truly. Like you have a heart of gold. The kind of heart that honestly needs to be freaking cherished. That's why I said in that previous video, it's like a rainbow heart, like just basically like all encompassing unconditional love that heals. Which is why so many of these broken people broken again, it's not judgment. We've all been broken, right? We're attracted to your light because it's like you have healed and they want to understand that, right? But like guys, this is your era. This is your time of having someone who can meet you there. Like you can date gremlins. That's fine. You can be with gremlin, but is this gremlin actually wanting to step in, wanting to rise up, wanting to look at their shadows? Cuz yes, you can help. Obviously. This is a very natural thing for you because you have done it yourself. But are they willing to meet you there? Are they willing to do the work and unpack their layers? So, I guess like this message is like I just want you to be aware of who you're calling in, right? Of who is coming into your circle. And I know you can see the beauty and goodness in everyone. I know that. Like that, like truly, you're such a beautiful soul. But you have to make sure that those people can meet you where you're at or are willing to meet you where you're at, right? Because obviously not everybody has to have all their ducks in a row, right? They don't have to be fully healed. They don't have to be where you are, but are they willing? Are they willing to unlayer and unpack themselves while you hold the space for that, right? It's not about you doing the work for them, it's about holding the space for them to do that, to help navigate those waters, because I get those waters can be very dark. And like this is the type of love I'm telling you guys that you're only like you should only allow now. You've come way too far. You've done a lot of healing. You've given a lot of your light away without ever like getting it back from those people. And this is the time now where it's like you need to be more protective over yourself and your light and just ensuring that the people that do come in, that it's reciprocal. That's what you deserve. I trust me, and I know and I get that you see everybody's light. And there's something within you that like I don't know, it just like when so I totally get when like someone comes into your circle and they finally start accepting you for who you are, for this beautiful unicorn. You're like, okay, great. Like let's do the dance. Let's be my best friend, or let's be in a relationship or whatever, right? I get it. I get it because that's that love in you, which is such a beautiful and rare thing in this world. So please don't ever lose that. I know you won't. But just this is your time for you to be seen just as much as you are seeing others. This is your time to be loved as deeply as you love. Okay, now I'm getting emotional. Now this is like, oh, yeah, you deserve that. And I feel like the wheels are in your favor because you have given away a lot of that love to a lot of people who I don't want to say they were undeserving, but like just they couldn't meet you. They couldn't meet you. They weren't willing to um, transmute their shadows. No more of that. You deserve a reciprocal love and for you to be fully seen and have that beautiful yin and yang energy, right? Anyway, guys, I don't know. I feel like that's the message. I hope you enjoyed the story. And again, this was not meant to offend anyone. I just thought it was like cute and funny. Again, I'm not, and I'm also not saying that no one deserves love. If you as this unicorn know yourself that everybody deserves love. especially being so unconditional, like loving and giving, right? I know you know that. But I just wanted to remind you that, like, now is your time for that balanced love. Because that balanced love is what's going to heal, like, the both of you and the world. It's like your time in love. It's your time where your friends are going to be like, finally, 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 our beautiful, rare friend unicorn finds a beautiful love that they deserve. Alrighty, guys, sending you so much love, and I'll see you on the next one.